So, expand the following sum and simplify if possible. The sum of I squared minus 1 plus 1 from I equals 1 to 5. It's the same. So we can do it manually. I all the terms. So we started at I equals 1. So 1 squared minus 1 plus 1, that's 1. I equals 2. 2 squared minus 2 plus 1 is 3. I equals 3. That's 3 squared minus 3 plus 1, 7. I equals 4. So 4 squared minus 4 plus 1, that's 13. And I equals 5 is 5 squared minus 5 plus 1, that's 21. We'll add all these terms together. The result is 45. If we're going to apply the properties of segmentation, we can do it this way. The I squared here, we could apply the property since I started at 1. So we will apply it using the formula n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 all over 6. So that's 5 times 5 plus 1 times 2 times 5 plus 1 all over 6, or that's 1. 5 times 6, oh, 11, or that's 5 times 11. Next is the I. Also, it's applicable because I started at 1. So n times n plus 1, that's 5 times 5 times 1 plus 1 all over 2. So that's 5 times 6 all over 2. And lastly, this is constant, started at 1. So 1 times the n, that's 1 times 5, which is 5. So 5 times 11 is 55, minus 5 times 6 all over 2, which is 15. So 40. 55 minus 15 is 40. So plus 5, that's 45. Another example, the summation of I squared from times the quantity of I plus 1 over 2 squared from I equals 3 to 6. Notice that we started at I is equal to 3, in which we cannot apply the formula in I squared also in I. Therefore, we will try to add it manually since it's very easy because we started at 3 and we ended up 6. So that's 4 terms on a row. So 3 started at I equals 3, so 3 squared, that's 9. So 3 plus 1 is 4 over 2, so 4 over 2 squared is 16 over 4. Second term, I is equal to 4, so 4 squared, that's 16. As the quantity of 4 plus 1, that's 5. 5 over 2, so 5 over 2 squared is 25 over 4. Next is I is equal to 5. So 5 squared, that's 25. So 5 plus 1 is 6 all over 2. So 6 over 2 squared is 36 over 4. And if I is equal to 6, that's 6 squared, that's 6 plus 1 all over 2 squared. So 6 squared is 36, 7 over 2 squared is 49 over 4. That's the end of the reiteration because we stopped, or the upper bound is equal to 6. Now we'll add this together, all the terms, so that's 9. 16 divided 4, that's 4 times 9, which is equal to 36. Next is 60 divided 4, that's 4. 4 times 35 is 100. 36 divided 4, that's 9. 9 times 25 is 225. And 36 divided 4, that's 9. 9 times 49 is 441. Together, that's 802. And that's it. And that's all about the sequences, series, and segmentation. Thank you for listening.